Hello and welcome back to another episode of SmartTips. My name is Gavin Brennen. I'm a product specialist here at SmartSuite. And today we're going to be building out a learning management system. So, what do I mean by a learning management system? Well, a learning management system is a solution that's going to house all of your SOPs. SOPs or standard operating procedures. This is basically going to be your one place for every department to know exactly how to do their job. This is going to help with onboarding. This is going to help with specific tasks, but you want all of your SOPs, regardless of industry, to live here within this one table. So right here, I have 15. I'd imagine that as you continue to grow, you'll probably have many more than this. I also created a form here that's going to allow any team member to come and fill out this form as they're doing a process in order to build out the SOP. So as you can see in this form, the main fields that matter are a SmartDoc field. Now, this is going to be where your SOP lives. You can go do backslash and then add a chart, an image, whatever we need. We also have a link to an external video if you do your SOPs on Loom or YouTube, and then an image so that we can keep up with the card view. Now, this is really important. This is a link to different onboarding tracks table. You can see below here, it says, which departments is this relevant to? So the idea is that you're going to be selecting every single department that this SOP is relevant to. And that's going to be super important once we get to the learning tracks. So the SOPs are pretty self-explanatory. Anybody can go and submit them. There's a review process as well, as you can see by the status. And if you were to click on any one of them, you'll see the SmartDoc pop up right here, as well as the title and the link to the YouTube video. Now, what is this onboarding tracks table? This is a table that just has a little bit of data. We need different titles for the departments, and then we need them linked up to the SOPs that are relevant to them. And so, because of that, we can go and create a dashboard where we go and select a track. So, we select the department or the track that we want to go down. So, why don't we go and we're in operations right now? What if we clicked support? So, you could see that this onboarding list already went and changed the second that I clicked support. That's because this record selector widget is connected to this record selector widget. And then this record selector widget is connected to this record details. So essentially, you go and pick the department that you want to study for, and then you're going to be on that track and show you from the beginning to the end on what SOPs you should do next. Now, the order of this SOP list is determined by a field that I had in the SOPs table. So all I did was add a number field, and it's going to be a global rank, meaning that, okay, if one person was in every department, how would they go about learning everything that is in this SOP system? So the IT help desk is going to be the first thing to learn, and then it goes all the way down to 15. So it's going to go and automatically sort by that, filtered by the track that you decide. So in order to build this, all you have to do is go and create a new dashboard view. You can do that by going to create new view and then clicking on dashboard right here. Once you're inside of the dashboard, you're going to click this edit toggle button. And now that you're here, you can go and click settings to go and add a logo and a navigation bar. But for this example, we're just going to go and add a widget. So these two widgets that we have right here, the one where we select the track and then the one where we select the SOPs, are both record selector widgets. So you select the table or the source that you want to pull from. In this case, we want to pull from the onboarding tracks table, and then we would go and add that. And then we would add a second record selector, except this time, rather than picking SOPs as the table, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go and select the record selector itself, that select track record selector, meaning that now we're going to be pulling in information directly from the select track record selections selection. So the only way we can do this is if that record selector is linked to a table that is linked to another table, right? So if this select track record was just a dead end, then we wouldn't be able to select it. But what we're going to do here is we're going to choose the link to SOPs. And so now it's not just pulling from the SOPs table, it's pulling from the record selector. So it's saying, okay, well, the record selector picked administrative. So we're going to only show SOPs that relate to administrative. Great. And then just like that, we have these two record selectors. And then last but not least, we would add a record details widget. We'd have the source be the onboarding list, the record selector that we made last. We can go ahead and add fields from the SOP table. So why don't we just go and click SOP so we can see the actual SmartDoc, and then we can maybe add the link to video and the owner, right? And then you can add that widget just like we have it here. And now you are operating. So that's essentially it. I understand that documentation is critical for teams to continue to grow as they onboard new members and new people are taking on new responsibilities. So building something like a learning management system is a really great first step. The more SOPs you have, the better. With that being said, until next week, keep on enjoying SmartSuite.